JD Vance has delivered a sobering message that many Americans might not want to hear, but need to. As tensions rise over the direction of the U.S. economy, Senator Vance didn't hold back in laying blame where he believes it's due. The heart of the issue? Stubborn inflation, rising interest rates, and a Federal Reserve that he says is getting it all wrong. Just last night, President Trump went on Truth Social, lashing out at Fed Chair Jerome Powell, calling him a fool. It was a rare and direct attack that signals growing frustration from the White House. The president's concern? That while the nation is trying to reach its economic goals, the Fed is refusing to cut interest rates, potentially making life harder for working Americans. JD Vance backed the criticism, saying that Powell, despite being a nice guy, has been consistently wrong. He argued that Powell was slow to respond to what he called the inflation crisis that began under the previous administration, and now he's too hesitant to act on trade imbalances and economic stagnation. Vance insisted that Powell's inaction is preventing real progress, especially when it comes to protecting American wealth and jobs. Vance didn't sugarcoat the economic pain many families are feeling right now. He reminded viewers that this administration inherited an economy with the highest peacetime deficits in American history, $34 trillion in debt and climbing. And under previous leadership, he argued that number only grew worse. But the senator's message wasn't just about blame. It was also a call for a new direction. Vance argued that continuing down the same economic path we've followed for decades will only bring more of the same: rising costs, stagnant wages, and lost opportunities. He called for renegotiating unfair trade deals, opening up global markets to American-made products, and making the U.S. more self-reliant. These, he says, are the kinds of long-term strategies that can actually make Americans wealthier and the economy more secure. Still, Vance admitted these changes won't come overnight. Real results will take time, and in the short term, Americans may continue to feel the squeeze. But he believes the only way forward is to stop pretending everything is fine and start facing the truth head-on. So yes, JD Vance has bad news for Americans, but he also says there's a way out. It just won't be easy.